I woke up to dry taps and thought it was a broken pump until the plumber's face went white and he said someone had poured concrete down the well, and it was ruined, and the next thing I knew I was staring at a crime scene in my backyard. Because who feels a working, well, with concrete except someone trying to make your life impossible? And of course my mind went straight to Karen, the HOA president, who had been threatening me for months about landscaping, parking, and community standards. The week before, she'd ranted in a board email about making an example out of me, so I grabbed every scrap of evidence I'd been hoarding: my recorded calls, the anonymous contractor invoices, the security videos that showed a truck idling by my gate at 3 in the morning, and I went straight to the county water inspector and the sheriff, and that's when the plot turned in my favor. The inspector's crew waded through the paperwork. We had a plumber's affidavit, and within hours they were standing ankle deep at my well-shining flashlights and scraping concrete, and the camera crews rolled up, because once I tipped off the local reporter, it became a story about sabotage, not just a homeowner. Fight the footage of the HOA secretary trying to leave in her minivan with a contractor on the passenger side ran across the news, and the phone lines lit up, neighbors calling in with stories of petty harassment and weird maintenance payments that had vanished into thin air. Suddenly this wasn't me against a cranky board, it was a crime investigation, and the sheriff didn't waste time. The contractor who poured the concrete started talking when they showed him the security footage, and his story led straight to a slush fund we hadn't known about, money funneled to outside crews for special projects. And you could see Karen's smug face go from cocky to terrified as subpoenas landed. On the HOA clubhouse table, the county froze their accounts. The state fined them for water tampering, and a judge slapped restraining orders on the entire board. So now, instead of me being the one with ruined water, the HOA lost access to every communal well and sprinkler system they controlled, and the county ordered emergency water service for affected homeowners, while the investigation dug deeper. Every email I'd saved became a nail in their coffin. Neighbors who had once been too scared to speak started showing me photos of damaged property and invoices that didn't add up, and one by one they turned on Karen. The final mic drop came the weekend. The HOA tried to hold an emergency meeting to spin the story, and the room looked like a ghost town. Half the members had resigned under pressure, and the treasurer had been escorted out in handcuffs. I stood outside with a thermos of coffee, watching the clubhouse doors close for good, thinking about how petty harassment had escalated into criminal sabotage, and how the same people who pretended to protect the